Everybody. Thanks for having me out this morning. It's great to be here and worship with you all. My name is John Cunningham, and I am the Executive Director at Central Oklahoma Camp and Conference Center in Guthrie, Oklahoma. I'm sure that over the years, a lot of you have come out and spent time with us at CYF camps or at junior camp or at men's retreats and women's retreats or any other kind of retreats that we've had over the years. And we are so appreciative and thankful for the time that we get to spend with folks like you all at those programs. And today I want to share a little bit with you about kind of another side of what we offer and what we do at camp. And that's a program called Make Promises Happen. Make Promises Happen provides outdoor recreation and summer camp experiences to individuals with physical and intellectual disabilities. It's really something very unique about our camp and about our programming. We're one of the largest programs of our kind, definitely in the state, and really one of the largest focused programs like ours in the nation. And when campers come to us for Make Promises Happen experiences, we like to talk about the fact that when they're with us on camp, they get to live what we call life without limits. And what that means for us is that, first of all, in a very practical way, all of the things that you all may be used to happening at camp or when you imagine summer camp happening, those are all activities that for us, we're very intentional about the fact that those things are universally accessible to all of our campers. So we have activities like boating, fishing, an archery range, an axe throwing range, a ropes course, a zip line, and all of those things at our facility and in our programs are accessible to everybody that comes to camp with us. So if we have a camper that uses mobility assistance, that uses a wheelchair to get around, we have special equipment and special training that allows those folks to use the zip line, and we are able to get them up the rock wall and help them to catch a fish and help them to have all of those great summer camp experiences that a lot of folks are used to thinking of. And the second half of that is, to a lot of people, summer camp and the types of programs that we run just sound like a lot of fun, sound like an opportunity to go and have a vacation, to have a break, to be outside and to enjoy nature and each other. And that is very true at a very basic level. But one of the things that we talk a lot about at camp, and one of the things we get to experience all the time, is that for our campers, every time they make a new relationship, every time they build a new skill, every time they have a new experience, it's not just a fun summer camp time, it's an opportunity for them where we see their self-confidence grow, we see their self-esteem improve, we see in a lot of our campers that they're better at forming relationships outside of camp. We see that they feel more comfortable around their peers, and we see that success over and over and over again because of the impact and faithful generosity of groups like you all. Both through volunteer opportunities, through financial gifts. None of what we do would be possible without folks like you. And it's great to be in worship this morning and to hear things about being the body and how being the hands and feet of Jesus allow us to partake in and participate in setting captives free and healing sick and all of the things that the Gospels tell us about, because when we're at camp, we get to see the fruit of that through programs like Make Promises Happen. We get to see and hear stories like a 13-year-old camper coming to camp with us, and for the first time in their life at age 13, when they go home from camp, receiving a birthday invitation to a birthday party for one of their peers. Because they came to camp and they found community that understood them and that valued them. And man, that is setting captives free, and that is healing the sick, and that is being the hands and feet of Jesus. And we get to hear stories like a 30-year-old camper coming and spending a week with us and getting to celebrate with his mom at the end of the week, that for the first time in his life, somebody took the time over the course of that week to teach him how to tie his shoes because they loved him and they cared for him. And that is sin and death overcome in the world through the hands and feet of Jesus and through people like you. And so I'm here mostly just to say thank you for the support that you've given us, for the volunteers that you send, for the financial gifts you've given, because it truly, it truly is transformational in the lives of our campers and of their families and of our volunteers that come out and spend time with us. And so thank you for all that you do for us. Thank you for having me, and we look forward to continuing to partner with you all to make a difference in the lives of Oklahomans with disabilities in the future. So thanks so much for having me.